Dear friends, welcome to Chess Lessons. Today I am going to present congenital pulmonary airway malformation. Congenital pulmonary airway malformation is a rare condition characterized by immature malformed lung tissue with cystic appearance. CPAM is seen mainly in newborns and is rarely encountered in older children and adults. Minimally symptomatic patients live up to adulthood and experience frequent pneumonia, lung abscess formation, and life-threatening hemoptysis. In 1949, Chin and Tang first described this condition and named it as congenital cystic adenomatoid malformation. In 2002, Stoker renamed it as congenital pulmonary airway malformation or CPAM, and he classified this into 5 types. Exact etiology of CPAM is not known. It is to be considered as hematomatous malformation and abnormal proliferation of pulmonary tissue at different sites. What's the prevalence? This is estimated to occur in 1 in 11,000 to 1 in 35,000 live births. 80% to 85% of cases are recognized in the first 2 years of life. Adult presentation is rare even though few cases are detected in adulthood. Most CPAM in adults involve unilateral lobes of the lung and may be complicated with pulmonary bacteria infection or lung abscess formation. This is a Stoker's classification where there are 5 types. Type 0 is acinar dysplasia. Agenesis is a rare malformation largely incompatible with life. So this almost presents as either dysplasia or agenesis. CPAM type 1, it accounts for nearly 60 to 65% of cases. Lesion is predominantly cystic type, and the cysts are of 3 to 10 centimeter in diameter. The large cyst is always surrounded by multiple smaller cysts. It is operable and it has got a good prognosis. CPAM type 2 accounts for 10 to 15% of cases and mainly seen in first year of life. Grossly, lesion is completely having medium-sized cyst measuring 0.5 to 2 centimeter in diameter. This type also has got association with multiple congenital anomalies. It has poor prognosis. CPAM type 3 is infrequent and accounts for only 5% of cases. It is small, cystic or solid type, exclusively seen in first few days to months of life with characteristic male preponderance. It has high mortality rate. CPAM type 4 accounts for 10 to 15% of cases and presents as hematomatous malformation of the distal acinus. This lesion grossly large, thin-walled cyst involves a single lobe. CPAM clinically presents with recurrent pneumonia or respiratory insufficiency. The prognosis of this condition depends on the degree of pulmonary involvement. In severe cases, patients develop respiratory failure even in the neonatal period, but others have a benign clinical course with manifestation of recurrent pneumonia. This is the picture of CPAM in an infant. Having a large cyst on the right side which pushes the mediastinum to the opposite side. CT thorax shows multiple cysts, a large cyst associated with multiple small cysts with a pressure effect, and these cysts were removed surgically. This is a case detected in adult life, a 47-year-old female presenting with recurrent respiratory symptoms. An X-ray shows ill-defined cavity or cyst in the right upper zone. On HRCT, you can see that right upper lobe shows a large cyst surrounded multiple smaller cysts, suggestive of type 1 CPAM. This is another adult case, a 47-year-old female admitted 2 times in the ICU with pneumonia and ventilated. The X-ray shows an irregular, ill-defined cystic lesion in the right lower zone, shown by the black arrow. And HRCT shows a large cyst surrounded by multiple smaller cysts in the right lower lobe, shown by the red arrow. On the opposite side, in the left lung, you can see the pneumonia, which is under resolution. So another rare entity, a 26-year-old male patient presented with a respiratory infection having bilateral cystic lesions in the lower lobes. X-ray shows multiple cysts on the right lower zone and left lower zone, shown by the thin arrows. And HRCT shows a bunch of cysts on either side. Both sides shows a large cyst, shown by the thick arrow, surrounded by a group of smaller cysts, which is typical of CPAM. This is another adult case showing bilateral CPAM, where the cysts are mainly in the right upper zone and left lower zone. HRCT shows multiple lobular involvement, again large cyst reaching the periphery of the lung, surrounded by multiple smaller cysts, shown by the black arrow. How is this condition managed? Management of this condition is mainly surgical resection in early life. Adult cases once diagnosed may be subjected to surgery as chances of malignant transformation is high. Bilateral lesion is a surgical concern due to risk of life-threatening complications. Those who do not undergo surgery may be conservatively managed with proper control of infection, vaccination, and pulmonary rehabilitation. Prognosis: Stalker type 1 and 4 has got good prognosis, whereas mortality is very high in type 2 and 3. Cysts are secondarily infected, leads on to lung abscess. The association between CPA and malignancy has been well documented. Thank you.